What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And yes, watch this overtake. How insane is that? Well, if you haven't seen the previous episode in Abu Dhabi, what are you doing? As you can see, we're back for more F1 2016 mobile career mode, and today we have the penultimate race of season 1 at the US Grand Prix at Qatar. Obviously, Abu Dhabi was an insane race. There were so many nice overtakes that I made, if I don't say so myself. We went from the back of the grid to P4. So, yeah, we're going to see if we can try and replicate that today. But before we start, I also just want to say thank you for all the incredible support recently. It's been absolutely insane. So, truly, thank you so much for that. It's been incredible. So, without further ado, let's just jump into today's race.
Welcome to Austin, Texas for the United States Grand Prix. With lots of overtaking opportunities, this track is quickly becoming a firm fan favourite. As the clock ticks down to lights out, let's join the teams down on the grid.
Here we are then on the grid for the US Grand Prix. We were eliminated in Q2, so we're going to see what we can do, and we're also going to go for an alternate strategy as we begin the penultimate race in Season 1 from 14th on the grid on the soft tyres, 5 red lights, and they're out, and we're underway, and it's been a decent start. We're still side by side with the Toro Rosso of Kvyat. That always makes me uneasy. You guys watch Singapore, you'll know why. Anyway, we're getting absolutely swarmed on both sides into turn 1. There's a lot of traffic here. I'm just trying to be careful and don't get caught in a collision. We're actually down as far as P20, so in the end it's not been a great start at all. I'm side by side with, I think that's Jolyon Palmer into the S's. Ericsson sort of weaving all over the place. I'm going to try and give him a wide berth so he doesn't suddenly do anything such as brake check me, and he almost goes into the back of Grosjean there. We're going to try and go around the outside of the Haas, running at their home race. In the end, it's not quite to be. I get the elbows out on Ericsson there, and in the end I fly past Magnussen. I tried to have a look at Nasser and Gutierrez as well, but the apex came up too quickly to be able to have a move. So now as we're going to head towards the back straight, Button getting bunny hop there on the curb. In the end, Nasser, I don't know what he was doing there, he brake tested me. To be fair, I should have had quicker reactions to move out of the way, but either way, we've got some minor front wing damage, and look at the straight line speed. We're back up to P15. I might see if I can try and make it 3 wide here with Kvyat and Magnussen down the inside. I'll let Kvyat go round the outside. Magnussen comes colliding straight into the side of me. Absolutely reckless challenge there from the Dane, and I've got Kvyat and Gutierrez still going side by side up ahead. I go round the outside of both of them. That was a very nice little move there, and in the end, we're up into P12. So it's not been a bad start at all, but let's see what else we can do as we head round towards the final sector through the final couple of corners on the lap. The AI tend to be a little bit iffy and jiffy at this track. There you saw Fernando Alonso going wide. I think that always happens here. However, in the end, I'm just going to slot behind. But anyway, there you go. Those of you who were wondering, and somebody's really barging me out wide, and what a surprise, it's Kvyat as we come to the end of lap number 1 onto the start of lap 2. The AI similarly very good on the start-finish straight as opposed to the back straight. In the end, I brake early to let Gutierrez take the place to see if I can maybe set up a switchback, but the Mexican gets superior traction and stays in front. And again, we get to the end of the S section, and I'm now behind Sebastian Vettel. Gutierrez has just overtaken him, so it's been a very poor start for the Ferrari man who's currently P4 in the championship. Kvyat jerks him out wide. I get a great run on both of them, and after that we're going to be the one who benefits and slot ourselves up into P12. Onto the back straight again. I've gone a little bit wide there. Now this is where the AI is at their weakest point on this track. The fact that they can weave on the back straight. Danny Kvyat, well, he's just going to fly past me. Now the truth is, what happened there is I actually had to scratch my nose. So I had sort of lost my concentration for a second. So wide moment, nearly binned the front wing. Anyway, I've gone wide and overtaken Alonso off circuit, so I end up giving the place back. and now I'm still being put under pressure by Vettel. You can see the Ferrari all over me in the mirrors, but I'm trying to hold my cool and see if I can stay ahead of the 4-time world champion. So into the next right-hander, it's still Alonso leading ahead of Gutierrez, and then in front of him is Kvyat, but we all know the AI are possibly going to go wide here, so I need to be careful that they don't come flying back onto the circuit like that, Alonso, and like that, Gutierrez. In the end, I can go wider and get past both of them, and we're up into P11 at the end of lap number 2. And by the time we get all the way to the end of lap number 6, nothing else has happened apart from other people making their pit stops. That's pushed me up into P7. I'm now going to dive into the pit lane, and I've decided I think I've got a decent pace around here. So I'm going to try and make this race into a 2-stop. We started on the soft tyres, so we're now going to see if we can do 2 stints on the super soft. And I'm going to alter the setup slightly so we can be slightly quicker on the back straights, so we don't get another episode of the end of lap 1 onto lap 2 where Kvyat and Gutierrez both sail past me on the straight. I want to make sure I can be quicker and go for a purple lap. Anyhow, with that aside, it doesn't look great for us so far. We've exited the pits all the way down in P19. However, we should have the best tyres on the field, so let's see if we can make the most of that. Gonna have a quick montage of me overtaking people. I'm putting Gutierrez under tons of pressure all over the Mexican's gearbox, but I'm going to slot it down the inside at the end of the S's, and now onto the back straight, Verline weaving as he does. I'm going to absolutely fly past with DRS assisted, and we get that move done long before the braking zone. And again, just a few corners later, I'm absolutely flying. I've caught up to Felipe Massa. I'm going to try go round the outside of the Brazilian. We make the move stick. Massa puts the squeeze on. That forces me out wide. I don't know what he was doing there. In the end, I get the run on Vettel. I tried to go down inside, but think better of it, and I take lots of the inside line as we head on to the start of lap number 8. I'm still side by side with the 4-time world champion. There's lots of cars in the pit lane. We've got the superior straight line speed with the altering of the setup, and in the end, we get the move done on pure straight line speed. Moving on now to lap number 8, and I'm following the Renault of Kevin Magnussen. We're about to start the back straight once again. The Renault gets a poor exit out of there on my fresh tyres. I'm going to be much quicker. The Renault, he almost swerves then, does the Dane, kicking up lots of grass, and I've actually got the move done even before the DRS takes effect. And again, a couple of corners later, I'm following Nasser. He goes a very, very odd movement there, and Kvyat and Bottas, whoa! Whoa, 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 Valtteri Bottas, what is he doing there? That was very, very poor driving. However, we're going to cross the line and set a new fastest lap of 1:37.8, and we're absolutely flying. I've caught up to Max Verstappen. This is now lap number 10. Again, the Dutchman kicking up lots of grass. We're going to give him a wide berth, and again, we're going to get the move done before the DRS takes effect. And now following Sergio Perez at the end of lap 11. I said I was going to make this a 2-stop race. That's exactly what we're going to do. Apologies for the lack of action, but I'm just doing like an overtaking montage, because again, apart from the overtakes we made, what else do you guys want to see? Anyway, we're going to come into the pit lane now, but I've gone really deep, and I've just managed to slow it down in time before we would have lost the front wing. But my goodness, that was scary. I was sweating like mad when recording the video, because that could have been a catastrophic error. Anyway, good stop from the boys, 2.3 seconds, and we're out of the pit lane on a fresh set of super soft tyres, and we've come out of the pit lane in P14. So it could be better, but it could be worse. And then in front of me now is Felipe Massa, the experienced Brazilian. I tried to have a look down the inside there at turn 12, but in the end he goes very wide and gets crossed up on the exit, and we're going to go flying past him. And next up I can go and chase after Max Verstappen once again. Well, he practically waves me through there. Had something very similar happen to something a couple of episodes ago. I can't remember what exactly, but we're now on to the final lap of the race. Anyway, Magnussen and Button are squabbling over the minor points placings for the final point. However, this man has found a lot of form recently, and Nico Rosberg, well, he won in Japan, he won in Abu Dhabi, and Nico Rosberg wins in America. That's 3 in a row for Nico Rosberg, and in the end I have to brake check back to me a second because Magnussen swerving all over my path. I panicked for a second. I tried to have a look down the inside. It's a kamikaze move. I have to get the car slowed down or I'm overshooting the corner. Button in the end is going to run away with it. Magnussen takes the place back, and that might well just be the end of my points chances for today. Well, Magnussen practically waves me through there, but let's just see, is Button too far ahead to overtake? But anyway, Rosberg 3 race wins in a row. If only he'd found this kind of form at the beginning of the season, because he is in some menacing form at the moment. Into the last corners for the last time. It's my turn to go wide now, very wide. In fact, I've gone into the gravel trap, so I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, maybe the strategy didn't quite work out for us today, but I'm not too disappointed because I felt like we had the pace. But either way, it's P11 in the US Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in, and first of all, can I just say, Carlos Sainz, GG, gets his first podium in Formula 1 with 3rd place. Nasser scores points as well. In the end, Vettel miles down the order in P20, and Grosjean was the final runner today. In the championship, there's not much else that's different at the bottom end of the table. We're going to get straight to the top, but only my teammate Sergio Perez only on 44 points. That's almost half what I'm on. Very disappointing season from him. No problem with his quali pace. Anyway, in the drivers, Rosberg is slowly catching Hamilton, but obviously Hamilton won the championship many races ago, and again nothing has changed in the constructors, and I think it's very likely to stay like that as we head into the final races. But it's Renault at the foot of the table once again. Anyway guys, that's it for today's race. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord. Both links are in the description below. Let's get to 200 subscribers, and I'll see you guys all next time for the season 1 finale in Brazil. Goodbye.